Good morning. Hi, it's me again. And today we're going to talk about, the past. We're going to talk about where my anxieties come from. This story again started and begins with, started with the younger version of me. Okay. Somebody told me that about my mother. She said that, maybe try to think about this way. Try to see what your mom try to figure it out what's going on with her, what was her past, what was her like upbringing, uh, when she was a child. Yes, maybe she had unresolved issues that never been resolved. Yeah, maybe that's true, and that was the same with me. It never resolves. Even until now, I'm almost 40 and it's still unresolved. I mean, even though I tried a million times how I resolve my problem with her, but it never helps, it never fix because she doesn't want to. Yeah, so there you go. She said try to try to find the history about my mom? All I know is this. She was young when she got married or when she started with her own family. And then all I know is she had six siblings, including her, so seven. And then she don't have a role model parents too, because her parents are also, I don't know, I don't really know them. I only know her mother, my grandma. Yes, but barely, because we're not really close. All I know is she's the type of person that she have like favoritism. And so yeah, that's what my mom sees her. And that's how I sees her too. And that's how I knew too, because I can tell that. I can see that when I was with her too when she was alive. Yeah, we never had a good relationship too. So yeah. And then my mother said that when she were young, so her parents also, like the mother also play gambling. She also play cards. So I guess that's what she got it from. So all of them, all of their family is just playing cards. I don't know what's the big deal about those cards, because but all I know is every time they have the family reunion or gatherings, they always like bringing their cards and playing cards. I don't know what's up with that cards, but yeah, that's all the hobbies they know. And it becomes how do you call that? It's become an addiction. Yeah. To them it's just normal. To them normal to bet their own last money and then run out of money. That's normal to them. To me that's not normal. That make me nervous if you bet your last money and where are you gonna get your money again the next time, right? That makes me nervous. And she's not nervous because every time she runs out of money, she goes to all her children. All her life, she relies on her children, either her husband or her children. She don't rely on herself. Like, it's not like me. Like, I'm gonna prepare myself for when I get older. I will have money to support my needs, support myself, so that way I don't have to rely on my children or my child. But that's not her. Her is like nothing like that. There's no such thing that I'm gonna prepare myself for when I get older. I'm not gonna be burdened to my children. She's not like that. Okay, there you go. And then what else I remember? I remember the story that her parents used trying to arrange her marriage to some random guy that they said it was a rich guy. He owns a big land on rice fields. So they see that as an opportunity to you know to rely on. So they see that as the way of getting out my mother uh to them. So to them, instead of, okay, send their children to go to school, prepare their children to go to school, so that way uh, they can use the education to, use it to stand on their own and move out and live on their own. To them, it's like arrange their marriage so that way they can move out from their house. So to them, it's the way is like getting married, the way to move out from them. It's not like you have to prepare your children to go to school so that way they can use the education to, to get a job, to get a nice job. It's not like that. So my mother grew up believing that, oh, I'm gonna get married so that way I will have someone to take care of me. So that's her, beliefs. So, and then her parents believe that you don't need to go to school because why are you gonna go to school if you're just gonna get married one day? What's the purpose? You will become a wife and you will serve a man, and that's your purpose. It's like, no, that's not the purpose of life. You don't just get married and serve a man. You can do that, yes, but you can also go to school and save yourself, prepare yourself to go to school, and so that way you can have a good job, you can have a nice job, and so that way you won't struggle. So in case you don't find a man to support you, you can support yourself because you have an education and you have a job. So yeah. So she didn't finish her elementary. She was only probably sixth grade. I'm not sure. I don't even know what grade she. Yeah. So only sixth grade, I think. Yeah. All I know, she didn't finish her elementary. That's all I know, because her parents don't have the motivation to send their children to go to school. Yes, their motivation is to prepare their children to uh, marry the man, so that way they can find somebody to take care of them, which is wrong. So that's why that's the reason, her reason to send us to school too, because of that. So there you go. My mom, because her parents trying to arrange her marriage at a young age, she ran away because she didn't like the guy. She didn't like the man that their parents want for her. So she ran away, and I guess that's how she met my dad. I think I just calculated the age. Now she just turned 60 last. Wait, 60 last year, so 61 now. She will be 61 next month. Wait, is it next month? Yeah, next month she will turn 61 years old. So as I calculated the age, she was only 15 when she married my dad. Damn, I didn't know that you can get married at young age, 15. So yeah, and that's how they got 4 children together, and I was the fourth from the 4 children. My sister, my brother, and me. Okay. So there you go. My mom, she still, that's her belief. She didn't go to school. She didn't still uh, finish her school. She went to my dad, and they get together. They live together. And then they have 4 children together. And my mom is still, instead of going to school, she decided to be with my dad. And there you go. So that way, because she believes that my dad will provide and takes care of her. But for me, I don't believe that idea. I keep telling her, Mom, you still need to get a job because you can't just rely on one person. What if there's something, happens to him? What if, you never know. You can't just rely on one person, because it's better if you just, work too and save your money, and or help him, so that way in case something happen, you guys not gonna go down together. But she don't listen. She never listens. So yeah, there you go. My dad died when my mom was pregnant with me, 3 months pregnant. And there you go. Years later, after my dad died, my mom pursued to find another man to provide for her, to support for her and for her children, as she believes a man will provide and protect us or take care of us. But it wasn't true. Unless the guy was rich and willing to provide for us. But the guy was not rich. And he barely have like a stable job. You know, oh God, I don't know. It's the decisions that you make. I keep telling her and she don't believe me. And then there you go. She still did not believe me. I told her I was young. I was like I think 4 years old, 3 years old. I'm not sure how old I was. I remember I was so tiny. So it means that's all the life that I started with, right? Yes. And then there you go. My mom uh made more children, made 5 more children. Can you believe that? And yeah, that's how my struggle started with her. And I growing up, I realized that it was a decision. Decisions is what you make in life. You have to be careful of what your decision, of what you pursue in life. And what my mother pursue is she pursue to find a man that will take care and provide her instead of going to school and finish her high school at least so that way she can find a better job. She didn't. She just wastes her time playing gambling, playing cards, and instead of, or at least look for a job that will provide for security, but she never done that. She just become a housewife. That's how she likes. She don't want to work, so she collect the money and then she think that's enough for us to feed a 9 children plus the my stepdad children. 13 total. Growing up, I learned how to like talk to her. Growing up, I thought I was very blunt. I was being honest. I said what I wanted to say when I was young. I was in my elementary when I figured things out. When I opened my eyes and knows what's going on around me, that everything what she did was wrong. And I keep telling her, do you think you made a good decisions of what you did by finding a man that will support and provide us? You think you did a great job? You didn't. You just make your life even worse because you just created more problems. You didn't help us. You didn't help your children. You just think about yourself that you think you're gonna have a good life by finding a man that will protect you and support you, which is wrong. And look at us now, where we at now, you know. So yeah, this when I look about unresolved issues, yeah, I see that she have an unresolved issues. We both have unresolved issues. But even though it is not my problem to resolve her issues because that's her, she is the one who have to figure things out on her own, not me. Because I figure it out how to survive on my own without her. I moved out when I was 18. After I graduate high school, I left my mom's house. I left my mom's place because I know that if I stay with her, my life will become a dead end like her. And that's my decision. And then I pursue myself. Actually, I even left not just, well, I left like in the 6th grade actually because I wasn't with her. But I move out on my own when I was 18. But 6th grade, I was with my grandma and I wasn't living with her anymore. But I figured it out in my mind that I said to myself, I will need to change my life. I will need to change my direction. I will change the direction of what I am right now, where I am right now. It's not going to be like the way she did or the way her life is now. Because I'm afraid if I stay with her, we're going to have the same life that I don't want it. So I pursue myself. I send myself to school. As in my mind, I'm gonna go to school, finish my high school, so that way I can, have a better, at least better job. Not like because at least it's easier that way. When you finish your high school, it's easy to find a job. Unlike you're in elementary or not having enough education, it's hard to find a job. So yeah, I figured things out. I left my I finished my high school. I went to Manila, and then I worked hard. I figured it out how to support myself, by working and then save money. I figured it out, and I figured not to get pregnant every 2 years, because I know it's not gonna help me too. If I get pregnant every 2 years, then that will be hard on me to to get a job, to find a job if I'm pregnant. Who's gonna take care of my child, right? That's why I only have one child, because it's easier that way. Yeah, but she never figured that out. All her life, she was too focused on her gambling, on her playing cards, and she wasted all her lives doing that. And yeah, she's now 61. She will be 61 next month. And she just wasted. She's still doing that gambling. I don't know what's in that card that make you addiction. The I don't get it. I would rather go to work and save my money, or at least make a business at home, so that way I don't have to work. If you don't want to work with somebody else, then go work with your own. Go have a business, so that way you don't have to work with somebody else, because in the Philippines it's easy to build a business. you know at least you have a chance to build a business. You don't have to work with other people. You can do that. But even that, she don't want to do that. She don't want to do that. She don't want to work at home. She would rather go harvest some vegetables on somebody else's farm, which is she only make like 200 pesos now. At least she's working now, unlike before. She really don't want to work. And this is the kind of person she is. She will work whenever she runs out the money. It's not like me, you, or everyone works because you have to work. You have to work and prepare your life until you get old, but not her. She will work whenever she runs out of money. That's it. And then when she have her a little money, she stop working. That's not how the life works. You have to work all your life and prepare your life and saves your money, so that way when you get older, you will have money to support yourself and support your needs. But that's not her. So yeah, like I said, even if I look at her unresolved issues, it's not me who have to figure things out. It's hers. So even if she have unresolved issues, I can't do anything about it, because I tried my best. I tried my part for like almost 18 years, and none of them works. It's like I feel like every dream that I built for her collapse, every time. And then every time I try to help her, I feel like I just flushed down money in the toilet. And that's how I feel. Like I was so helpless. I have never met anyone that helpless in my entire life but her. You know, it's like I couldn't do anything. It's like nothing that I do works for her. Nothing works for her. Every time that I try to help her, it's her who always crushes it down. So I don't know what else I can do to help her if she's not helping herself. So only her who can figure it out to help herself. Then maybe with my help too, then she can change her life. But I don't think it's possible, because I've been helping her so many years, and like I said, nothing helps. Nothing works. So what are you gonna do if you're in my position? You stay or you get out. Bye.